Hey, everyone, welcome back to another episode of Thoughtful Thursday. This is your host, Mae Renfroe. As always, I hope you've had a really great week so far. And today I am honored to have my guest, Kim Yarson, on with me. She is the creator of ABC's Singing the Sounds program. And so, to all my homeschool fellow mamas, hey, this is for you. I believe so. Stay tuned. Hang in there. We've got something great that you can use benefit from. And Kim Yarson is the visionary behind the ABC's Singing Sounds, an award-winning phonics program that transforms learning to read into a joyful and engaging experience designed especially for children ages 3 to 9. This curriculum uses music and interactive lessons to teach phonics in a way that's fun, memorable, and effective. So just a big welcome, Kim, today. I'm so glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It was nice meeting you as well. I was like, 10 children, God bless you.
Well,
I
thank
love
you.
it.
Yeah.
I I love that. I
Thank you.
love hearing women who have multiple children because I only had two, and that was a lot for me. That was a lot for me, but it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Keeps me busy. That's why I run a little late for our record our episode this morning. I was enjoying my breakfast with my big family, and
That's
but
good.
yeah,
That's family
yeah.
first. Totally understand that. I get it.
Talk about your ABC program and what all kind of what else you had to share with us, and if you want to
Sure.
go ahead.
Sure. My name is Kim Yarson. I live in New Jersey and I am a singer songwriter. Been writing songs for 30 years, performing for adults, performing for special needs adults and children. And I also perform for little children at the library circuit in my area. And around 4 years ago, when COVID hit, I decided to quit my day job and begin writing children's music full time. I have been a recording artist for many years and not that it wasn't successful, but I was raising my children and they were more important to me. And what I noticed was the children's program was always a so easy for me. It was easy because I'm good with children, and it was easy because I love to entertain. And I realized that the calling God has for me is to do children's music and children's edutainment, which is
Oh,
education
okay. I like
and
how you worded it.
yeah, children's
Cool.
edutainment is quite common out there. It's education with entertainment. So I
Yeah.
created
Neat.
ABC's Singing the Sounds album, the first album without a thought about a program. And that went
Yeah.
so well. It won an award. And I was like, maybe I'll do some videos. And
Yeah.
before you know it, I ended up creating a learning management system that you're using right now with your children.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. That's what we're using. Yeah.
yeah, and it's been going so well that I decided that I'm going to make a full phonics program, which is what I've been doing. I'm now on my 12th or 13th course, and I'm
Okay.
hitting all of the most important phonics concepts through music and song. And it's followed by worksheets and games to reinforce the lessons. So I believe I've made a really great, unique product because music has it's so important for learning and for children, especially those who might struggle with reading or phonics. Music is a perfect solution, but even for kids who don't struggle, it's still a perfect solution because kids
Yeah.
enjoy engaging with music.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, rhythm, rhyme, and meter, all of these things
Hmm.
connect the brain and help with memory retention. And it's not just because I'm saying it, it's been proven in study after
Hmm.
study to be very
Hmm.
effective. So I took all of my talents that I've been gifted by God and I created this phonics
Hmm.
course. These courses to be either supplemental or a main
Yeah.
program to help with reading. And it's basically could be used in any way the parent needs it. So if a parent wants to start their child on a musical journey, learning through Miss Kim's program, they can certainly start it and succeed in learning to read. Now, they would have to have a separate writing program,
Okay.
even though I have writing in there, but
Yeah.
it's only
Yeah.
for those who are already taking writing. I'm not teaching writing. So there's
Yeah.
always, again, it's a supplemental approach to getting your child to read and have fun at the same time.
Yeah. So not actually in a full curriculum. Okay, I was curious
Right.
about that because for the ones that we had that we've been doing, and then I'm seeing the other ones. That's why I was wondering. There was a whole set, so that if you did it, say just right or whatever, would they be like reading completely from this, or is this just to learn a lot of the phonics,
It's,
but not
yeah.
necessarily the whole
So I'm
reading?
brand new. This is a company that I just started a year ago and have already made 12 courses. And as you know, a busy person, it's really hard to do everything. And I'm doing everything by myself with the
Oh,
help
really?
of one assistant, a videographer, and some video editing help. But I do a lot of
Yeah.
the editing myself. I write all the music, I sing all the music, I record all
Okay.
the music, and I mix all the music all by myself right here in my studio that I'm sitting at right now. So
Yeah. Okay.
here's my
Yeah,
microphone.
that's your okay. Yeah, because I know. Yeah, that's the background that you used. Yeah, for in your
Yes.
videos. Yeah.
So as far as
Okay. Okay.
extracurriculum, I anticipate that there will be exciting developments as I
Yeah.
advance
Yeah.
in my little business. But I do feel like I cover a great niche
Mm-hmm.
for learning phonics in a more fun and musical way. I have
Mm-hmm.
gotten nothing but great feedback for the need for a
Mm-hmm.
full blown all music and song phonics program that has interactive video, word tracking, along with the fun extracurricular,
Mm-hmm.
activities that reinforce the lessons. And it's all in an organized, beautiful system. So it's all in one, which I think really helps parents. You get the lesson, and then right under it,
Mm-hmm.
you have either, I guess you could listen in the car or during dinner, you can listen to the
Mm-hmm.
tracks if you don't want screen time. So I
Yeah.
offer that as well. And then,
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
right. So if someone doesn't want screen time, they can listen to the lesson. They will be missing the word tracking,
Yeah.
but that's okay because you can listen at one point of the day and maybe watch in another point of the day when screen time is okay. So
Okay.
it's
Yeah. Yeah.
flexible.
So
It's
okay.
flexible, and I made it with that in mind because I know there are people who do not like screen time. But the worksheets are a bonus. The games are of my own mind. They are a bonus, and there will be more to come in that area. I have a plan for a board game with cards that go with each lesson so that
Mm.
it'll have its own card packet. You know what I mean? And it'll be
Mm.
fun,
Okay.
interactive, include movement and laughter. So that's coming up the pike, but I need a little more success.
Okay.
I've dumped a lot into this financially, so I need a little more success and movement, which I will
Yeah.
get. I will get. I
Yeah.
believe wholeheartedly in what I'm doing,
Oh, yeah.
and I would love to hear what your thoughts are on so far you trying it because I
Yeah.
felt if you're going to be so kind to me as to have me on your podcast, it's I wanted to gift you with trying it
Yeah.
with your children. So how's it going?
Yes. Yes. And you did. Yeah. It is. It's going good, and they really like it. And it is very catchy, like you said. Like it's what you've done with all the moves and the things that you do. That they really enjoy that part a lot. And then yeah, the sheets that we've printed off. So when we will so many of I guess videos for the different. We've been doing vowels ones, and then all of the just going through the ABCs just like that, separately. But then the blends, beginning blends, we've done a few ending blends. So whenever they watch for each of the letters, then we'll print off a couple of the different sheets, not all of them, because that would be a lot, but a different
Of
of them
course.
that I can work on. Yeah, and
Absolutely, absolutely. I obviously put a lot in there, though, as you can see, right?
yeah, there is a lot. There is a lot of different options, and I think on some of them there was two or three different things maybe that they uh things on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, there's different things like they it is just really. Yeah, the music is catchy, and they really like the movements that you do, and even when you bring your hands together to represent the two, you
Yes,
know how when you blend, B and
yes.
R, yeah, and they like that when you bring and those two letters come together, and the sound they say, and they really enjoy that too. So the ages of mine that are doing it is Rebecca is 7, Faithy's 4, and then their little brother. I sent you pictures. Their little brother
Yes.
Johnny, 2 years old. He gets in there too. So he
I
wants his
love it.
paper, and he's like, I got pictures of him. Like I got the video and trying to color his picture and do his thing, and so they're all there, and so um, yeah,
I
it's
love
very
it.
very interesting, and um, yeah, they definitely are. So they're saying them as they do, and they're definitely some of them had already, like Rebecca, already knew a lot of the sounds, but she's just reinforcing. So that's good. So I think it could be really good for someone that even if you already had some of the basics, maybe just
Hmm.
reinforcing it, just kind of an extra, because I don't think you could go wrong with the
You
reinforcing
can,
or going over.
correct. You can never go
Again,
wrong.
yeah,
I agree. And
yeah,
as they get into the more complex phonics concepts, the definition is in each and every song. So it's becoming ingrained, not only just the sound, but what is that? What is a vowel blend? What is a vowel team? What is a trigraph?
yeah,
So it's embedded in the song. And as we get into the more complex 7 or 8, 9, 10, 10-year olds, we incorporate a puppet called Coco. You haven't seen him yet because he's in the upcoming. I'll show you.
oh, okay, oh,
So
cool.
Coco, hello everyone, I'm Coco. So Coco helps with helping to explain some of the more complex phonics concepts. And I made this sock puppet in a video that somehow went viral. I don't know why. I did this years ago. Like 3 years ago, I did this video about how to make a sock puppet, and this is Coco. I love you, Miss Kim. So at any rate, Coco's helping a lot with just bringing more fun to the
Yeah,
beginning of the lesson and explaining it through rhyme and joking and silliness to understand it before the song starts.
yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
okay, okay.
it's like a mini lesson before the song. So that's Coco's job, is to help make it more fun. And I think Coco's been doing a good job, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm really
Ah, that's cool.
so a lot
Okay.
is coming. A lot is coming
Yeah.
along with. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but we're in the process of changing our system over. But after every 2 to 3 videos, we're going to have a movement video. So it's literally going to pause, and the next lesson's going to be a movement video. So let's say you wanted to do more than 2 lessons or 3.
Mhm.
You can
Mm.
say, okay, time for a break. Let's get some energy out. Or you can even move to that lesson if you feel like your kids are losing focus, which I highly
Mhm.
doubt it
Mhm.
because it's very engaging videos. But
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah.
yeah, I thought we would incorporate some movement in between to take a minute. And so we are doing that now, and we're putting those in every course. Eventually I'm going to do some more, but I have about maybe 7 or 8 that I've did movement videos. One is like walking through the jungle,
Oh,
one
okay.
is a shaker egg song, and I have 2 or 3 freeze dance songs that are in between the lessons. So I think it's going to be fun.
Oh wow. It does sound like good, good. And so yeah, well the ones we're doing, like I said, was just more of the single sounds or blends, the consonant
Mhm.
blends in ending in the beginning. But so you also have the vowel blends.
Yes,
Because
I
that can
do.
be those are tricky to kind of learn, because
Yes.
our English language doesn't go by
No.
much rule. Like it doesn't even make sense. You look at a word and what it should be. And I found that so frustrating teaching the kids.
Yes.
Actually, I didn't realize it when I was learning, and I was homeschooled and stuff at home, and I didn't realize it didn't seem so bad. I kind of, but teaching it is like
Very
the
hard.
one two letters normally say, but
So
go ahead.
no, that's where I feel like I could be a big help for parents, because I've already created this program that has the
Mm,
most complex phonics concepts broken down
mm,
just for you to not have to worry about it. So this is why
mm.
I'm doing it, because I've been a mom, I've been down this road before, I've seen the school systems
Yeah.
fail our children. I've seen it not fail our children, but things are kind of going wacky right now, and a lot of homeschoolers that were never homeschoolers before are homeschooling. So I felt this is the best place that I could really use my gifts to help. I think it'll even
Mm-hmm.
help in the school systems too, because
Mm-hmm.
we have so many non English speaking children across our country that don't know how to speak English. I feel like this would be a help too. But right now, my core audience is homeschoolers because you guys can pick your curriculum. You can pick whatever you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
the
Oh yeah.
homeschooling,
Yeah.
that's my community that I am really reaching out to the most is the homeschooling community. It's not that I won't open up to other areas. I will because I want to help everybody, whoever needs the help with what I've done. But homeschoolers have the most freedom to pick and choose what works for their child's learning style.
Yeah. Oh, that's
So,
good. And so also talking about those the hard maybe the vowels, and because when one vowel the usually when two vowels are together, the first one says name, the second one silent. So do you cover those kind of rules in there? Do you actually cover that, the different things,
well, I'll
like
tell
how,
you what.
and then some vowels don't
Yeah.
follow that, or they're a little different, or
So
how does
I
that work?
haven't separated. There's some overlap, unfortunately, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to keep it as is for now, but I have two vowel courses. One is the the vowel blends, which I call
Okay.
the long sounding vowel blends, the long
Okay.
sounding. So you get
Okay.
the AI, you get the
Yeah.
magic E, you get maybe IGH in there.
Yeah.
I covered a lot. And then I even have a few that have like the Y sound, how it can sound like a vowel. So I cover all of it in a big course. And if people want to pick and choose based on a lesson they might be working on, it'll all be there and they can pick and choose. Oh, I need to do the A blends today, right? The long A blends.
Yeah.
So it's all very organized, and I'll certainly give you access to that course so you can really be critical because I love critical feedback. It doesn't bother me at all. So, and then I have a separate course for the diphthongs.
What is that?
Okay, exactly. Diphthongs. I'm calling them vowel teams, but they're actually in the school system called diphthongs. They're when two vowels get together to make a new sound, like AU is all.
Okay.
That's not any of the that, right? So
Yeah.
it's not an A, it's not a U sound. It's so I explain that in the
Okay.
song, right? So
Yeah.
in the song, it's when two vowels come together to make a new sound, and that includes also the letter Y and W. Those are
Oh.
also considered vowels because they're acting together as a vowel. So it's
Oh.
complicated. You're
Yeah.
right. It's complicated, but I'm doing my due diligence, working with teachers that have master's degrees and ghostwriters who are grammar
Yeah.
experts, and then some. Nothing I do is done alone. It's done with a
Mhm.
pro.
Okay.
So whereas, I'm not perfect, but I have the ability to make changes at the drop of the hat because I own everything and I'm willing to do the due diligence to make it very comprehensive and fun. That's my job.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. So they can, help the children can learn it better. Yeah. Yeah. It's just so hard.
It's
Some of the words,
crazy.
like so yeah. So that would be, so I have one that is difficult with spelling, and then no wonder because of them words like bouquet and banquet, and the backs of both those words look the same, but bouquet you don't hear a T, right? So
Yes.
yeah, how does that? Do you cover like how to?
Well,
Those like why?
well,
So it ends with a T, but you don't hear the T. That's weird.
those are nuances that I have not gotten to the nuanced reading skills because I have to get through
Okay.
all of the basic phonics stuff first,
Yeah. Okay.
right?
So that's yeah.
Before
It's
I
all the
hit nuances, I have to finish suffixes and prefixes, and those are complicated too. So I'm right
yeah.
now working on the prefixes, and basically it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff
Yeah,
happening.
I
So
bet it
there
would
are,
be.
yeah, so
Wow.
I'm breaking it down into like maybe 6 prefixes per
Yeah.
album, right? Or 6 suffixes or 8 suffixes per album based on beginner level, intermediate level, and you know, in the middle level,
Yeah.
advanced. So I'm doing it thoughtfully and slowly because it's
Yeah.
complicated.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Oh,
I'm
it
going
would
to get
be.
into homonyms. Eventually, I'll get into grammar and homonyms and very difficult to
Yeah.
figure out English stuff. But I have to get through the basics first,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to go hit those other really annoying things in the English language that make it very confusing for most people.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So then that would be hitting more of a little older children of the audience, would
Yes,
it? And older.
yes,
Okay. Because that's the thing, when
yes.
I've ever always heard phonics, I always think of little ones that still need to learn to read, but not necessarily. So this
Mm-mm.
could be ones that are a bit older or
Yes,
something, or help with those difficult words that don't
makes
follow
sense.
any of the rules.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm gonna work. And as a matter of fact, I will reach out to you when I'm ready, and I will have you tell me what you want me to do, and I'll have that in like miscellaneous. I'll figure out a way to label it, but I want to solve the problems that you guys suffer from. That's my job as a singer songwriter. I now have a mission to make you smile that you don't have to think about these things anymore.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because it is hard thinking about teaching
It is.
the kids. I haven't really talked to other homeschool moms to me super much of just about that aspect. Like, do you not find this frustrating? Because
Mm-hmm. Yep.
people, maybe some of the kids, there's some that just don't get this one. And he lets me know this doesn't make sense. So why is this letter here? I don't hear this letter. I'm like, I have
Mm-hmm.
no clue.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
so if there's help out there,
yeah,
then
there is
make
help,
it
and
easier.
I just
Yeah.
covered the syllable the 6 different syllable types will be coming out very soon. I just finished. I have one more video to edit, and I did all the worksheets already. I just have to do an assessment, and then that's coming out very soon, which really helps break down the words in parts, and
Oh,
it
with
describes
syllables, you said.
syllable types, right? So, for instance,
Okay.
an open syllable is when there's a long vowel sound at the end, like tay, as in table, right? So that
Oh, okay.
the tay is called an open syllable. So when you're breaking down the words, it makes more sense, right? And then there's one, the BLE is called the consonant LE syllable. So tay is open, bull is the consonant LE syllable. I go over all of this in
Okay. Okay.
detail.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you're dissecting words by their
Yeah.
syllables types. And when you dissect a word by its syllable types, it becomes easier to read,
Yeah.
easier to decode, right? I mean, it
Yeah.
becomes easier all around. And again, when you're raising your children, not everybody has time to really think about these things, right?
Yeah.
And I've been there. I had to rely on teachers for my children, and they didn't do the best job, but I did what I could on my end, and they're doing amazing as young men.
Yeah.
One is going to be an engineer. The other is a prodigy in music, and he's very
Okay.
interested in the physical therapy um,
Yeah. Okay.
career. He's like interested in healing and stuff. So at any rate,
Yeah.
they could have done better
Oh,
if I homeschooled them. But now's my turn, based on what I've been through as a mom and my struggles with the school system. It's my turn now to make things better for what I wish I could have done, which is homeschool my kids. So now I'm
yeah.
going to make it my life's mission to make life easier for homeschooling families or anyone who is in need of extra help. Really,
Yeah.
it all comes
Yeah.
down to the need of the family.
Yeah.
Parents out there, even when their kids are in school, they'll get them extra help, right?
Yeah.
This
No,
can
that
be
sounds like,
used.
yeah, that would work for that because it's like
Yeah.
kids that come home tend to sometimes, if they have homework anyway, they have to do a little something in the evening. Well, I mean,
Yep.
if they could do that in their shorts, they could just do just a few little ones, just,
Yep.
they're fun. Like you said, it's the entertainment too. So it's not like
Hmm.
like, oh man, we're doing school like game. No, but it'd be more of a fun, a
It is.
fun thing. And just if they just kept it to a few minutes
Yeah,
at
and
a
I think it's
time,
kind of cool because, all right, so in a family like yours, you have several different age groups learning several
yeah,
different things. You could get all the courses you need for each child's needs, right? And like use it
yeah,
for whatever child needs in that moment. And your other children learn vicariously through those courses because they're around. You can't get rid of them, right? They're watching it too.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they may not get it
Okay,
right away. Some are going to be reviewing and some are going to be listening, and it's going to be in the back
yeah,
burner, right? And when they're ready, they're going to understand what they learned from their siblings. So it's really
yeah,
good for homeschooling families with more than one child.
yeah,
Really.
yeah. So I was gonna say, right, that these different of the programs, yeah, can be used for several kids. So several kids can be doing
Absolutely.
it, print off extra sheets, and they can all gather around and
Yeah.
participate. And
The planning part would be okay, which kid needs what, and I got to go to the site and see but it's all there in like
yeah,
chapters. It's so easy to
yeah,
read the chapter descriptions. I mean, I try to make this as intuitive as possible, and I continue to like make improvements every single day. That is why we're changing our system over, because I want it to have more control over the system than I had, because I had hired somebody and I didn't have much control of the back end, right? And I needed more control of the back end, and I wanted more things to happen that I couldn't get to happen. So
hmm
I had to change my system, and that's okay. I invested more
hmm
money and I'm investing more time, but I know in about 5 years from now, we're going to have a lot of happy parents.
hmm yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
Hmm. And I may
that
just,
that is
I don't mean to put
amazing.
this out, but I may just be the replacement for some of the standards
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's
because,
good.
well, because I'm doing it differently. I'm doing it the way I see it. I'm doing it the way that I feel would be. So the difference between me and the other phonics programs, some of them, they have musical phonics programs. They do. The difference is I'm a seasoned songwriter and I mix my own music. And I
Yeah,
don't mess when it comes to songwriting, I don't mess around. I'm very serious about songwriting. Everything must make sense. There must be rhyme, rhythm, meter, and then I go into the mixing of it. Okay, I need a snare here, I need a drum part here, I need something less busy here. So nobody's
yeah,
doing this but me, and I know music because I graduated with a degree from Berklee College of Music. I did it from home, and then I
yeah.
graduated last year in Boston. I went and I wore my cap and gown as
Okay.
54-year-old woman,
Yeah.
and I loved every minute of it.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, it felt great, and
Oh,
I learned a lot. So it's a good thing.
oh, that's good. So yeah, it is like really engaging in every count. Like it's all the parts of the song and everything that you do is like say the
Yes,
right word, but it's doing something. It's
it's important.
there
It's
for a purpose.
important.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is.
yeah,
It is.
yeah,
Every little piece that you put together in a song matters. If you want it to be good, right? So
yeah,
people don't never think about that. They just take it for granted that the song just there it is, there's the song. But every songwriter slash producer mixer has a plan, and they map it out to make you happy, to make sure you are getting all the elements that make for a great song,
yeah,
right? So that's where I
yeah,
come in. No hokey songs. This is some
yeah,
serious business here. I'm
yeah.
serious. I'm a serious songwriter with songs in film and TV. I mean, I've had music on The Young and the Restless and TV shows
Oh, okay.
that you know.
Oh,
Not,
oh,
not to
okay.
brag, not to brag, because every little thing that happens is by God's grace for me. But
Okay, good.
every
Yeah,
little small thing that does happen, I'm like, thank you, God, thank you for
yeah,
the gift.
yeah,
Thank you for the gift.
yeah,
And how can I use
yeah,
it more? How can I share it more? How can I help people more? So
yeah,
I'm doing it the God way,
yeah,
not my way. The God way
yeah,
is to use my gifts and talents to really up level literacy, learning, and do it in a fun way for kids.
yeah. Oh, neat. And what and another Oh, well, okay, just about the programs themselves. So once
Mhm.
you make the purchase, you've got, how long do you have it? Well, I think that's
It's like a
important for
monthly
people
subscription.
to know.
So as
Oh,
of right
okay.
now,
Okay.
it
So I
goes
didn't
by
know
a
how
month.
that.
You
Okay.
use it till you don't need
Okay.
it anymore. So it's a monthly
So,
subscription, and there are options for everyone. There'll be a low ticket option, obviously. I'm not gonna,
okay.
it'll be easy for everyone. One course is going to be low. You need the whole thing for the whole. You need every single course. That's going to be a little more, obviously. But you'll be able to pick and
Oh,
choose a
okay.
package, right? You'll be able to
Oh,
pick
so
and
one
choose.
the prescription for the month, you could end up with several courses. Then is that
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. We're
However
actually
you program. Okay, because I didn't
well,
know.
we're
Okay.
yeah, we're rebranding right now, and we're
Okay. Yeah.
really putting a lot of thought into it. But
Yeah.
what I'm gonna try to do is I will have options for people to pick and choose, and then I'm gonna have a basic beginner package where you get like 5 or 6 courses for all the beginner courses. Then you get 5 or 6 courses for all the intermediate. Then you get 5 or 6 or
Oh,
whatever
okay.
for all the advanced courses. So
Oh,
you're
okay.
you're
The
getting
a
them.
bundle.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're getting them in a package of what you might need for that age group,
Yeah.
right? And there will be overlap with your children because what I'm calling intermediate is including several concepts that are maybe you can't get to them right away, right? Or another child's already doing that concept, so it'll be easily explained in the future. I'll make sure everybody understands what's happening. I would love for people to just check it out. Just check it
Yeah.
out at
Yeah.
www.misskimschildrensmusic.com. That's the
Okay.
website to go to.
Yeah. Okay.
But the brand
Yeah.
the brand is ABC Singing the Sounds courses. So it's
Yeah. Yeah.
ABC Singing the Sounds courses. And I'm sure they'll be able to find it online if they were to Google that. But the website's actually misskimschildrensmusic.com.
Okay. I'll have a link in our video description.
I love
Yeah, so
that.
they,
Thank you.
they can
Thank you.
find it and go check it out. And yeah, so this sounds like this is really good for large families, right? Because a lot of
Yes.
homeschool moms
Hmm.
do have large families, like myself with
Yes.
kid. Not everyone does. That's fine. The ones that do have several children can have several all on the same age, so they can have
Hmm.
them all doing. So then it's really worth their
Absolutely.
money, right?
It will
And
be worth their money. Yeah, because
yeah,
there's
then
nothing
then
like this
maybe
out
it's
there.
more affordable actually for them that way. I'm
Yes.
sorry. What was that?
No, I said there's nothing else like
Oh, okay.
this out there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not. I've never seen anything
Oh,
this particular per concept. So it's like something for A, something for B, something for CL, something for BL. They try to lump too much together. I do one
and it's just
concept
one.
at a
Yeah,
time.
yeah. So that
And
is cool because you can repeat that one again, or however you need, and then go on in,
yeah,
or go on to the ones that maybe your children don't know that much yet. And
right. So it's a pick and choose. You can start from
yeah,
scratch, or oh, I'm struggling with the R sounds or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Then you
Just
can go
focus
right to
on the
the.
ones where your child needs more. Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
great
Or like
supplemental.
so.
Exactly. So at any rate, thanks for having me. Thank you.
Yeah,
Did you have
yeah,
any other
yeah. It's really nice.
questions?
No, I think that's
Any?
it. No, yeah, I was just gonna say sometimes with the blends we need more help, and so then
Yes.
because that's where they kind of have a hard time blending the two. But yeah,
Mhm.
no, so that's good. So the way you've designed that, and yeah, I
Mhm.
think with on my end, I don't really have any other questions. I think we explained it. Anything else that you kind of want to say before we wrap our time up?
I'm
About
just
it.
here to serve. I'm just here to serve. So I want to thank you for the opportunity, and I know I'm on the right path. And with each and every time I do a live or just meet with people, I'm learning. I'm learning and
Yeah.
growing. So now I know I need a miscellaneous category. So thanks for that.
Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah. Well, thanks again for joining me, and yeah, everyone else. I just thank you. First, I hope you'll benefit from this. I mean, I know you will. If you've got children and you want to check that out, check your stuff out in my
Mhm.
in the description. And um, yeah, just thank you. And I'll be back next week for another one of my videos here. So yeah, take care again, Kim. Thank you so much for sharing this wonderful program with us, and I'll continue enjoying it with my kids. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.